Okay. I think it's live. All this string crap on the thing. No. Oh, do okay. So close window. Do not ask me that again. So let's put that over there. It's a bit annoying not knowing what's going on. But that's a bit annoying on the stream, isn't it? So I really want to. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I really want to have OBS on a different plane of existence. And Claude Code was just telling me, oh yeah, you can put it on a different workspace. And of course you can't. So then it was saying, oh, we could set up like a virtual X server, and then you could run. And this will be easy. It'll only take 10 minutes. That's ludicrous. So yeah, I've been building this camera detector. So here are my cameras, and all of this is just a Raspberry Pi or Raspberry Pi Zeros. And can we get a good shot of the Pi in the garage? Right up there in the roof, above the ladders. Maybe. So yeah, there's a Pi Zero all over the place. These are the camera sources I'm showing you here. And you can see there's the horses down there. But this is the front of the house. Oh, it's actually the garage just there. These are all powered by Ethernet as well, by the way. So they've just got one cable running to them, which is pretty cool, right? I like that. Reduces the number of cables, especially power cables. Yeah, power over Ethernet is much safer than running 13 amp, 250 volt power cables everywhere. I guess if you put a shovel through a PoE, you wouldn't get much of a belt. Anyway, so then I've been asking Claude to help me write some C to manage this. So here we go. I've got this, and you can see it's collecting frames. It's nearly collected 5 minutes. It's going to loop around when it gets to, yeah, there it goes, it just looped around. I don't think it's 5 minutes actually, I think it's collecting multiples. So if we look in Emacs, we can see that there are frames here, and if we open one, we can see it. So then there's this detector, and we could run this in our other window. So BO, this is just tmux in here, and okay, so I don't want that. when the status of the detection is the same as the previous status, and it just updates the current line in the terminal and only output a new line when the status changes. And it'll go off and do that. It's a relatively trivial change, which I was asking it to do to the other one. As you can see in the top window, hopefully you can see. Let's make it bigger. Hopefully you can see. Now, did it finish this? No, not yet. I need some people to come and walk past the camera. Now, I have a large extended family, but will they out? Will they? Well, it appears to have been a streaming problem there. Okay, so there we go. That's the change. That's pretty good. So it does, if it's a TTY, yeah, here we go. This is what AI is good for. You could look all of that and you could test all of that. It's in so many forums all over the place. It's like, it's absolutely fine. It's trivial. Right, no person. Okay, so the question is, should I go and test it? Give me a moment. Yeah, look at that. Found one. 2, 3, 4. So that looks like me. Yeah. Yeah. So this thing's running away as well, by the way. It's not actually hurting much, is it? That's pretty good, isn't it? When it starts called capture and the RAM disk, what it's going to say captures there. Detector to look in there. So that that is pretty cool. I wonder what the lag is. It's not bad. Look at that. You can just about see on the screen that we're saving 45 and processing it pretty quickly. I mean, it kind of needs to, I guess it could be like one frame or you know, not really. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So the plan is to put a web interface on this with my web server, and then it can just run here all the time, and anyone in the house can see what's going on the cameras when there's a person detection. So you can just come to the web app and see, you know, the last day. Oh yeah, these people get detected. So obviously, you know, some of my family members will be being detected. So yeah, kind of interesting, and I'm kind of pleased that it's not using much power. The keyboard sat on top of the little box, the computer, which I've just removed, and I wonder if the temperature drops. It did seem to a bit, didn't it? It was 75. I think that's pretty good. Detect, and then what's test one? I mean, I'm just going to ask it to put it straight back in a second. That's basically the whole thing. So the idea is that you would start a single process for a camera. It would go make a RAM disk for a camera, and then everything would be done. You know, a bunch of other processes, and the web server would be able to see that it's running and restart it. It's not. Okay, so let's stop these, and I think, yeah. So that means that's all gone. Don't need those, and now we've got a separate directory for this. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty good, isn't it? That's pretty good. And I guess these, when the detector finds a hit, it should save the image into detected with a timestamp it is, and then move it again with the timestamp so everything stays atomic, or move it just once. So I don't have a lot of people walking by outside my house. Earlier on, of course, I could not move for people walking by outside my house. I really need a comfort break, so I'm going to take a comfort break. I will be back. Found two people can just walk in front. Right in front. Found you. Yeah, finding you. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, thank you. So there you go. Found my daughter. it again. Because now they're all gonna be named. So it found some random jogger, which is good, right? That was on the road. Now it's going to timestamp them. So hang on a sec. Okay, did that work? Look at that. Oh, that's a terrible shot of how bald I am. Not bad though, is it? Well, not the baldness. So there we are. What is next? Okay, so we have command detect. Don't think we need command capture. So one of the things is that we don't want the images to stay in the RAM disk when we've captured them. We want them to just be displayed. One of the advantages of these frontier, what they call frontier model LLMs, is that they do know a lot of different things. I think it's obvious, or it seems obvious to me, that that's part of the disadvantage as well, because it costs an enormous amount of money to train them, and the economic advantage is all in just it being able to write a bit of programming in one programming language or another. Feels like you'd be able to have a much more cut down model that was cheaper to train and probably cheaper to run. Like I'm not running this here. This is all running in Anthropic data centers that we're also worried about. Whereas we know I could run them here. Well, sorry, the detection is running here, but the coding model is running in Anthropic things. But because it knows a lot of stuff, you can say something like this. What I'm worried about with the this square thing is you're saving a lot of images a lot of the time because people do walk by. Don't know if I'm allowed even to do this legally, but it feels like I should be allowed to. I'll ask it in a minute. So yeah, get rid of all of this. White flip and a half, new force and flash. Right. So, I don't know, I think this is pretty neat. So stuff like this is extremely tedious. I have got a bunch of C libraries for doing this. Why is this not changed? So maybe I switch out a lot of this to use my new libraries. So what do we have? Command scan. Scan does what? Makes the directory. That's why. Bloody Claude starts with the wrong mode. We don't want that. Just documentation. It's probably all the blueprinting. Yes, it's got built. So on frame is being called from inside inside this fetch. So there's the chunk handler, that's the mbeg splitter feed, which takes a splitter and then an on frame. Auto mode. Scratch pad. Damn it. No. What's that? Python 4? Oh, it found a person. Really? That was a bird, surely. So it said it found a person at 159. There's no person there. It feels like it became less stable when it was rebuilt. Yep. It seems much more stable now. Yeah, nothing there. So we delete all these old ones. The problem with this is it'll be harder to see. here comes the car. What's gonna happen? I guess it'll think it's the person. Interesting. Tweet, 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 tweet. Oh, there's the person. Yep. Well, thank you very much. Not left with it. So this had to be in C++, because this library is in C++, which is a shame. I don't like C++. Yeah. You want to make this edit? Yes. Really, I guess what I want is for it to run a bit longer. I mean, this is marvelous, isn't it? Because it's doing all this work. Look, like 13% CPU. Yeah, okay. So the network bandwidth has gone up a bit because now we're streaming twice. There's a camera feed on the desktop, as well as, oh, that was interesting. I think a bird is sat on the camera in case it gets spiders walking past the camera. Actually, I think it's quite funny. Automate handles these prompts for you. I think we do not need this. Okay. Difficult to remember all the different key presses. So the trouble is, I want to sit here doing this. These are the ones that got nothing in. Right. Well, you can see that was pretty successful. I mean, thanks very much to Claude Code. One thing I was going to do. So, got chunk handler here, and this calls on frame, which I guess is this. So it is a bit annoying. So instead of doing all of that, we could do this. Van. Nobody detected the van. Okay. Then region. And this is called on frame, so we have to go here like this. I mean, is this a good idea? I don't know. That's terrible, isn't it? I don't like that one bit. That's awful from a formatting point of view. I don't like that at all. Anyway, right, so it's just SN printfing these halves, which I've got tools for all of this. Also, let's just get rid of that for now. It's like, oh, that's the roundest base. So, yeah. I mean, this whole thing could be a thing, because I think we're calling on stream and, so we'll just go like this. All that really just go like this on screen and very silly, really. I do prefer install inner functions because it's just easier to read. Okay, but chunk handler is pretty big, so we'll leave that one. But I reckon I can make that a lot smaller. Not sure what that is. Surely. Not like that. That is a stupid odd thing. Up to date. Really? I don't believe it. Oh, that's a CMake thing. Why is it calling this CMake every time? Doesn't seem right, does it? It's calling it every time. That can't be right. However, that was a bit James Mason, wasn't it? However, that's James Mason. Okay, I think that might be enough for now. It works. I'm just going to leave it running and I'll collect a bunch of data through the day and we'll see. Oh, that was the last thing I was going to do. What is the legality of this in the UK? I'm effectively taking pictures of people as the house. I mean, I think that's okay. You see, everyone has security cameras everywhere, don't they? Again, this feels like one of those things you can do because you've got this frontier model. This desk after the summer, near the end of the summer, and it's sort of absolutely just covered in fly carcasses and stuff. It's really fresh. Once the home camera captures space beyond the boundary, you're a data controller. Home camera is lawful. Position prop or privacy mask. I have actually got one of these signs because the previous residents had a camera, but like a traditional one with a monitor. Well, that seems fair enough, doesn't it? I don't have a fraught relationship with my neighbours. In fact, I think everyone would be happy that we're doing this because if somebody's going to rob me, they're probably going to rob everybody else. Not really for that either. It's just to know who's there, who's been poking around. Okay, I guess it is a security concern. Anyway, there we go. So the next thing is really to get this running with the web server. to pull all of this together because right now it's very manual. So yeah, that's pretty cool, right? I love how easy it is to do this sort of thing now. Like it's pretty easy to manage the Raspberry Pis. They're all now powered by PoE, which cost me less than £200. I did have to make the cables myself, so I'm pretty good at making cables now. Oh yeah, that's pretty amazing, isn't it? And then you can write a detector like this. So for ages I've had these cameras running, and my wife's been saying, oh, is there any history? Can we see what happened at this point? And I was just thinking, oh no, that's so much storage. But this means that it's not. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I guess what I could do is I could put the camera more on the side of the garage to capture less of the road, and then maybe the privacy concern would be less. Certainly the other cameras, that's fine. Right? Okay, super interesting about the legal question. I'm gonna leave it running, and I'm sure